Okay, so continuing the trend with random games I remember from my childhood. Here's another one. Okay, so we're doing top down, like vertical way this time because when I did not realize, but because like I wanted to test it, see if it worked and everything, like no crash. Well, supposedly no crashes. Pray for no crashes, but as I was like testing it out yesterday, when you get into fights, the screen switches, which is kind of annoying, I guess, if you're looking at it left to right. So I'm like, you know what? We'll just do it vertical, like how it was meant to be. But like, I remember playing this. I remember actually liking it. Okay, so the way we're gonna do it is I'm gonna control it with the controller, but I know in the fights when you cast magic and stuff, like if to make it more powerful, I remember you had to do like mini games, like tapping things and like I don't know if you have to drag things, but I just remember tapping things in the right order, tapping things at the right time. A lot of tapping in this game. That's what I remember. So like in the fights, when if I have to, there is an auto function, which I guess is not that great. Obviously you're probably gonna be better at it than the AI, but they do have that. But it's like, oh, if you want to get like the full, I don't know, damage or whatever, yeah, you're gonna have to do these damn mini games. So we're gonna use the mouse for it because I'm like, you know what? No, I don't have to control it with you can control it with stylus because I think moving around is on the bottom screen. But I'm like, no. How about no? But like, I remembered really enjoying this game as a kid. Like the fights were cool. I think you can use your whole party for fights. Although I do know that one character I don't think shows up until like I think well, this is going off childhood memory, but I kind of remember him showing up semi like he was the last one, I think, but it was kind of later. Heracles, you must stand on the platform for this to work. Hurry, Heracles, do as I say. Look, if you're into like Greek myth stuff, this is probably the game for you. Even though I can't actually remember like what the plot is, I just remember. Well, I played the beginning bit yesterday. Well, not the beginning bit. I played like 5 minutes, but it's like, oh, you have amnesia, so like, of course you have amnesia. Halt! Stop! Stop, thief! And also, oh, use the stylus to touch the direction which way you want to go. I do also remember that you can like, you know how like in Dragon Quest, it's like, oh, if you go into someone's wardrobe or cabinet or whatever, you can find items. Well, apparently the game is kind of like, oh, do you really want to take that? Because apparently if you take things, you get like negative karma or something. Give me back my sword. Your sword? This thing belonged to my father. You'll have to lie better than that, kid. I bought that junky sword with my own drachmas. Don't blame me for buying hot merchandise. You should be chasing the crook who sold it to you. Oh, he's next on my list. Right after I deal with you, you're gonna pay for making me run halfway across this island, girl. Girl, my name is Lucas. I'm a guy. swear, no need for violence. You think I'm an idiot? If you're a guy, then I'm the legendary Heracles. Now hold still while I stab ya. But hey, that's my sword you're falling with. Well, guess that's one way to ditch a pursuer. Oh, I dragged you into this. Forgive me. But this was your fate, and if there's one thing I learned from this immortal life, can't argue with fate. Don't blame me, blame the gods. Rest in peace, stranger. Okay, maybe, I don't know if I can... I'd rather use the stick than the D-pad to move. Touch treasure chests. Oh, okay. Touch the treasure chest. I'll never get used to this. Occasionally you'll see it looks like a U-turn symbol appear at the top of cliffs and other high places. When this happens, you can jump down by tapping the screen twice or pressing the Y button. But I left your dead body back there. Could you be a zombie, maybe? No way. I guess that soldier must have hauled you to the cliff and thrown you off. But why would he do that? What a sicko. That's fate for you. Sick or not, you can't argue with fate. Oh, he's a zombie. Nasty. Or maybe you immortal by any chance? Yeah, it seems so. Oh, now I don't feel so guilty about knocking you off that cliff. My name is Lucas. Well met. I'm immortal just like you, in case you hadn't guessed. So what's your name? Did you forget? Can't say I'm surprised. You did bash your skull pretty good back there. Any idea where you came from or where you were going? An immortal with amnesia? Boy, you must have really ticked off the gods. I'm sure it'll all come back eventually. In the meantime, how about we journey together? I'm traveling around the world to find out the reason why I'm immortal. You have to come with me. I can't run into a fellow immortal and just walk on by. Us meeting is fate, and you can't argue with fate. Actually, this is the first time fate ever delivered something good. I feel so thankful all of a sudden. I've got it. Instead of thanking fate, I'll thank you instead. Take this. It's my father's sword. It's yours for now, but don't get too attached. I may want it back someday. Hey, how about a little gratitude? It might look dull, but that sword has potential. Can't you feel it? I guess I'll be doing all the talking on this road trip. Let's go. I want to say this game's semi-long, but that might just be me getting lost in dungeons and stuff, making it longer. What's that smell? Either someone's burning skunks or we're about to run into some monsters. Have you gotten ready for battle yet? Let's get ready for combat. Select setup from the menu. Oh, and it can do it with the start button. Like, maybe this was like the peak of like touch controls. Let's explain the setup screen to prepare the party for combat. Oh, it wants me doing that too. Okay. This is the member you're readying for battle, the main character. You can use the arrows to the left and right to change characters. Try touching an arrow to switch to Lucas. Easy, huh? Look here to check the stats of the character that's currently selected. Touch an arrow again to go back to the first character. Now you're back to our amnesiac hero. Okay, let's go over the various things you can do with the setup screen to get ready for combat. This lets you change the gear that the selected character uses. This shows you which spells the selected character can cast. This lets you see the items that all characters with you carry. You can also use the equip items from here. Or what? You can also equip items from here. What? This lets you check out the various abilities of the selected character. These special traits and effects activate automatically in combat. This shows you the various skills of the selected character. These are special moves and techniques you can use in combat. Here you can choose from the 3 different types of actions. These actions are for when you pick auto from the battle menu. Alright, let's ready the keepsake sword. Let's choose equipment. Here you can see what items you currently have readied. The keepsake sword is a main weapon, so select the main weapon slot. This is the weapon equip screen. Come here to armor weapon. Oh, sorry. Oh, you can't double click. Keepsake sword equipped. You are now armed and dangerous. Be sure to equip items when you get them. Now touch back. Touch back to leave the equipment screen, thus finalizing your preparations. Okay, I know Lucas can equip a bow too. There's like the blonde guy can also equip a bow. And I can't remember the other weapon types. I know the, like, pink-haired girl with the twin tails, or whatever you call them. She casts magic. I forgot if she has, like, a weapon. Maybe she uses, I remember she has a scythe weapon, but I don't know if that's, like, a special case, or if you can actually equip her with a scythe. Alright, we're ready. Those monsters are about to have a very bad day. Oh, and here they are, right on cue. Let's see how those monsters like being tickled by my father's sword. Just because you're immortal doesn't mean you should blunder into battle. Let's review the art of war. Here you see information for the character currently choosing what? Here you see the information for the character currently choosing what to do. This is the turn order. An action. This is the turn order? This is the turn order in action. An icon, sorry, I can't read. Icon shows which action the selected character has chosen. Touching this icon opens the status screen for your one-stop spot for checking out everyone in the party. Why not see for yourself? Go on, touch it. This is the status screen. As you'd expect, it shows you basic information for each character, including any status effects. Here you can check the skills of each character. Okay. This lets you see the abilities of each character. These special traits and effects activate automatically. This lets you see the magic spells each character can use. Here you can see what items are equipped on each character. This closes the status screen, returning you to the previous one. Here you can choose from 3 different types of actions. These actions are for when you pick auto from the battle menu. This shows which party members are supporting your character. It also lets you see any current status changes you might have. Tap here to eyeball your character's elemental affinities. It shows you elemental attributes for the enemy as well. Handy. Alright, touch back. Now you're back to the basic battle screen. At the top, you can see how much ether is left on the battlefield. You need ether to cast spells. This is the battle menu. Grayed out items can't be chosen. Wallop an enemy using the weapon. Cast a spell or to heal friends or hurt foes. Use special techniques. Use items. Attempt a strategic retreat. Sounds better than flee in terror, right? Get ready for the next turn. Move forward or backward on a row on the battlefield. Fight on autopilot according to actions set under AI setup. Alright, time to show those enemies what you've learned. Pick attack. When you choose to attack, you'll see the name of the main weapon that's equipped. Now choose an enemy. Okay, this one. Now that the main character has something to do, let's pick an action for the next party member. Choose magic. Presto, this is the magic screen. Oh yeah, we're talking about weird spell names. I don't know if this is like what is this supposed to be? Like the Greek spelling or the Greek saying? Greek pronunciation of some of these things? On the magic and skill screen, you can choose to review only specific categories of spells and techniques. Touching the screen anywhere outside the category selection menu will close it. Touch here anytime to bring up the category menu. This menu saves you from having to poke around when you're choosing from lots of spells. Across the top of the screen, you can see the amount of ether that each spell uses. You can cast spells even if you don't have enough ether, but this will cost you some HP. Let's play with a little fire. Pick burn. I guess it's burn. Good, now notice how you can see the name of the spell you're about to cast in the lower left corner. Now choose an enemy. You're done strategizing what to do for this turn. It's time to sit back and see how things play. You know what? Maybe this is why it's kind of like interesting, where it's one of those games where it's like, oh, you choose for them to do something. Like, I guess maybe like Dragon Quest VIII. I can't remember any of the Dragon Quests really. Yeah, I think most of the Dragon Quests, right? Like you choose them. You pick your characters to do something and then they just do it. Like you don't have to be like, oh, attack this guy, and then they do it. Oh, attack this guy, and then they do it. I don't know if you can fast forward. Is this like before the time of fast forwarding? The ability, oh, magic resist. The ability to withstand magical attacks. A high magic resistance means you suffer less damage. Good advice. Okay, save. This is like where I stopped. Like after this. Need to pick me up and a toy helmet. Oh, okay. Okay, there you go. You can do it with buttons. See, I don't know if like you can have a if she has or they, I guess if they have a like if they have a bow, like can you equip it in the second slot so they can do both? Like if you want them in the front, or if you want them in the back. Or maybe you can't, but does that mean that everyone has to use a shield? We've been this way. We've already been this way, haven't we? Nymphs? I hate these guys. They get their kicks from tricking people. How rude. True, but rude. Actually, we're here to pay homage to the hero. The hero? What hero? Greetings, Heracles. Heracles? You're Heracles? Welcome to our pride. Oh, welcome to our pride and joy, the Doubtwood. Are you lost? Yeah, we're lost. So honest and pure, just like a true hero. But worry not, it's our honor to guide you. Before we go one more foot, you're Heracles, as in the legendary hero? You didn't know that? When I met him, he'd hit his head and didn't remember a thing. And then there's, well, you know, he doesn't exactly look like how I imagine Heracles would. He's a lot punier than the legends imply. What a terrible thing to say. And you knock it off. Haven't you ever heard of that big things can come in small packages? Anyway, we're sure it's him. We can sense his heroic spirit. You can sense his spirit? It's a nymph thing. You humans wouldn't understand. Oh, by the way, I sense a female spirit burning within you, boy. How terrible that you've lost your memory, Heracles. Modern medicine being what it is, I don't think any healers can help you. You'll need to appeal to a higher power. The gods of Olympus should be able to jog that memory of yours. They may even grant what you seek. Really? You doubt what we're telling you? You really are a rude young man. It's worth a shot. Heracles, let's go to Olympus. You're not going anywhere until we lead you out of this forest. What? Either all those falls today knocked a screw loose, or those trees just disappeared. This path, it's a secret to everybody. Except to us. That's why everyone gets lost here. Cute. So you guys get some perverse thrill from watching folks stumble around the woods? Hello, we're nymphs. Tricking people is kind of our thing. Alright, let's keep going. I'm just gonna go around to see if there's like any extra treasure. Oh, they count as like helper guests. That's cute. I forgot about that. See, if I remember correctly, you'd want your character, like the main guy, to be in the front, because I don't think he can use any other weapon besides a sword and a shield, unfortunately. Although, I'm not sure. And then I know the one guy uses a bow. You have two people who use bows as, like, secondary attack weapons. One person who uses a staff. So is it supposed to kind of be like 50-50 split front and back? Because I know like the big buff guy would probably be in the front, right? Maybe that one guy is kind of like he can go into either position. Look at this. There's so much ether here. You're right, look at all this ether. It's incredible. All of a sudden I feel all warm and fuzzy inside. As well you should. Ether is the breath of the gods. It's the source of all life. Over there, magic flowers. Recovered full MP. You have to keep collecting ether to use magic. Honestly, how do you humans stand all that filthy work? Poor Lucas. Poor Lucas. I don't need your sympathy. As long as I can use magic, I don't mind getting my hands dirty. You need MP in order to cast magic spells. You won't be able to use magic if you don't have enough MP. Touch a magic flower with the stylus. We don't even have any magic. Like, we don't know any spells. Ah, poor Lucas. Save your sympathy for someone who needs it. If we humans are fated to gather ether for magic, so be it. What's all this commotion out here, girls? Oh, princess. Princess, you must be their boss. Oh, if it isn't Heracles, welcome to the Forest of Nymphs. It is truly an honor to meet you once again. Princess, Heracles hit his head. He's gone a bit empty between the ears. He's lousy at magic, too. What a waste of a good hero. He's an amnesiac, not deaf. He can hear you, you know. How troubling. Allow me to share the wisdom of Prometheus so that you might once again wield the magical arts. You can now use the stylus to strengthen any magic. Okay, but it doesn't help that he can't use magic. Whenever you cast magic in combat, you'll be prompted to make a choice on the bottom screen. If you're feeling lazy, just choose auto and you'll cast the magic normally. But if you're feeling heroic, choose stylist to use that little pokey thing of yours to make your magic mightier. Various circles with numbers on them will appear in the middle. Use the stylist. Okay, we have to drag and drop stuff. There's like a couple of them. I remember there's one we have to like touch them as they get bigger. There's one you have to like, I think it like circles around and you have to touch them in order and stuff. Although I do think they all have something to do with numbers, so you can drag the circles by touching them with the stylus and dragging. Concentrate. Don't move your stylus too quickly or break contact with the touch screen or break contact with the touch screen too early. The trick is dragging the circle slowly and carefully. If you drag a circle to the wrong corner, it'll count as a mistake. Give it a try. Touch the numbered circles in order, starting with number 1. If you tap a number out of order or tap anywhere besides the numbers, it'll count as a mistake. I know, it's a lot of counting. Oh, this one. Yeah, the one where it spins around. 2 circles will revolve quickly around the center of the screen. When the 2 circles line up with each other in the center, touch them! Timing is everything. Tap a circle when it's not lined up and it'll count as a mistake. Oh, this one's easier. Tap the... Oh, you have to like keep tapping it. I thought it was like you tap it when it gets big, but no, you have to tap it a shit ton to make it small. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna work with my fucking mouse. I guess if you hear the mouse clicking, then sorry. Every time you tap it, the circle will shrink a little. Take care to keep all your taps inside the circle. If you tap outside, it will count as a mistake. Go ahead and tap. Oh god. That's like really hard though. At least on the computer, on like a mouse. Okay, magic boosting lessons complete. I want you all to see Heracles safely to the edge of the forest, alright? Of course, princess. Leave it to us. It's getting dark. Should we camp here? Sure, but don't blame us if monsters eat you in your sleep. Of course, they probably get acid reflux if they ate Lucas. Teehee. When you're feeling spent, you can set up camp and restore your HP. You can do this by choosing camp from the menu, but if the option is grayed out, then you can't set up camp at the moment. You need the camping kit item in order to set up camp. Go ahead and pick camp. Alright, let's go. Well, looky what we have here. Let's see what's inside. A rusty spear. Oh wait, can he use spears too? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, no worries. You can take rusty items to a polisher. They'll make them like new. You can get a polisher to scour clean rusty items for you, turning them into usable weapons. Only larger towns have polishers, so you might have to haul around any rusty items you find for a while. A bow. Great! A bow! Now I don't have to get up so up close and personal with enemies. Let's equip the bow. Let's explain how to equip items such as the toy bow. First order of business, select items. Welcome to the items screen. Let's break down its different bits. On the items and magic screens, you can choose to view only specific categories of items. Oh, what? of items and spells. There are 5 of them. Of 5 item categories you can display. All, weapons, armor, recovery, and other. Tap the left arrow twice to switch to the weapons category. The weapons category is now shown. Touching the screen anywhere outside the category selection menu will close it. Touch here to bring up the menu again. This menu saves you from having to poke around when you're choosing from lots of items. Touch these arrows to switch to the character who will be using the item. Okay. And we switched to her. Yeah, we mean him. It can be equipped. Items can be equipped, dropped, or used. Let's select equipment. Even the tutorial is like, oh no, this is sorry, it's a man. Now once you select equipment, you'll be able to see which weapons can be equipped. You have a second option for looking at your loot. You can display a full list of your items. Tap simple. You're now at the list display. This allows you to view lots of items at once. Convenient, huh? Touch detail to go back to the previous way. Now select the bow. Tap it once more to... Okay. And now you're back to the detailed screen with the toy bow. You'll see flashing numbers at the top. These handy figures show how equipping the weapon affects stats. Speaking of which, let's explain the various stats. HP. These decrease as you take damage. Herbs and other items recover HP. If HP drops to 0, even immortal characters will be knocked cold. These MP. These go down as you use magic and skills. You need MP to cast spells. Strength. The beefier this number, the more damaging your melee attacks. Defense. The higher this number, the less damage you'll take. Intelligence. The higher this value, the more effective your spells. Agility affects your chances of hitting foes and the order of your turn. Choose your weapon carefully. It can affect more than just stats. Certain weapons have abilities and skills that are tied to them. Equip these special weapons to access their corresponding skills and abilities. Tapping this box will reveal more info. Now that you've seen how items alter stats, skills, and abilities, you should equip your weapon. Well done. Now that you've equipped the toy bow, touch the back icon. Let's check our equipment to make sure everything's in order. Choose equipment. Equipping the toy bow from the item screen was successful. It's now equipped as a sub-weapon. Each character can equip 2 weapons, a main weapon and a sub-weapon. Your sub-weapon doesn't have to be a weapon at all. You can equip a shield in that slot instead. Equipping a weapon instead of a shield sacrifices defense for offense, so choose wisely. Okay, so they can equip both. So, I'm pretty sure our guy, kind of like the Dragon Quest guy, can use spears. I mean, they all have like that one unique weapon, I guess. Oh, except for the, I guess maybe because he's supposed to be like an all-rounder. Like, oh, he can use magic. Oh, he can also use bows. Oh, he can use swords. The Doubtwood ends here. We'll leave you to journey on your own. Good luck, Heracles. And to you as well, Lucas. Thanks, Nymph Brigade. Okay, there's whatever this is, and then, is this a town? Oh, maybe this is a town. That's like a temple, because, you know, they all have a shit ton of temples. To talk with someone, simply touch them using your stylus. Try using your stylus to touch this character. What? Did you boys just come out of that spooky forest? Hardly anyone goes in there who goes in there comes out again. We're lucky, I guess. We just wandered in circles for a while. It's not like some random nymphs helped us or something. Well, you couldn't possibly have meant to wind up in our little town, eh? Not unless this is Mount Olympus. I think we're a ways off. Or Or the myths really exaggerate things. Oh, Olympus, eh? Let me point you in the right direction. You want to go straight out the other end of town, then keep walking until you reach a port town. Can't miss it. Thank you. Huh? Check it out. It's a heal wart herb. In addition to treasure chests, you'll find other items you can get by touching them. Try touching it with your stylus. Heal wart herbs can be used as an item both during and outside of combat to restore your HP. You can also equip an herb to your pouch and you'll automatically use it in combat when your HP is low. This looks like a shop of some sort. Let's see what they sell. Entering buildings with doors. You can open doors by touching them while nearby. Then you can walk into them. Now that you're close to the door, tap it with the stylus. To spend the night in an inn or buy from an item shop, touch the shopkeeper. Sometimes you'll be too far from the shopkeeper to get service. Approach the shopkeeper and try again. Inns allow you to rest to restore HP and MP. You can choose either sleep or rest. The only difference, sleeping advances the in-game time by 1 day to the next morning. Don't forget to take a load off now again. If your HP is dragging, get yourself to an inn. Item shops. These shops deal in items with useful effects, such as restoring HP or neutralizing poison. Remember, you can't set up camp unless you have a camping kit. You can buy them at any shop. A pick-me-up. Knocked out in combat, this medicine will have you on your feet in no time. Just equip it in your pouch to use automatically. Hey, I heard from Gramps that you guys are going to Olympus. Yep, what of it? You're going to need this then. Battle primer. Why are you giving us this? I used to be a soldier down in... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, how do you say that? I should have brushed up on more Greek terms. Mycena? Mycena? Whatever. I'm sorry. I'll have to... Maybe I'll do like a cut where it's like how to pronounce X, and then it'll just do that. But I went AWOL. It's just been taking up space. Put it to good use for me. Thanks. My friend here has gotten rusty in the art of war, so this should help. Lucky break for you, huh? You can learn magic spells by praying in front of a Prometheus statue, so keep your eyes peeled for these altars. The spells you learn from a Prometheus statue will become usable once you reach a certain level. You can learn skills by visiting temples and praying to the statues of the gods there. The skills you can get from the gods will become usable once you reach a certain level. Whenever you're confused, consult the glossary. It might look puny at first, but the glossary grows as you advance through the game. Check it out once in a while. You can view the glossary by selecting glossary. So, since I gave you that book, I think you could do me a favor? Sure, I guess. So, even though you're a deserter, what is it? My mom runs an item shop in... Oh no. Mycena? If you run into her, tell her I'm doing well, because she worries about me. And give her this money for me, too. 2,000? Got it. The owner of the item shop in... I'm gonna have to Google this. It's actually kind of bothering me. I feel bad that I can't pronounce this. Cause it sounds familiar, or like when I'm reading it, I'm like, oh yeah, that. I'm pretty sure. Like I took a ancient history class. Mycenaean, right? Like Mycenaean Empire, Oh, come on, Google. Why you let me down like that? Okay, how? I think that's a word. That's a term, right? Mycenaean Empire. Okay. They call it. Some people call it Mycene. Some people call this lady called it Mycenae. We'll go with Mycenae because I don't know. I guess it sounds better than Mycenae, but I'm pretty sure I remember like Mycenian, Mycenia. But I don't know. Mycene. Oh shoot. Mycenae. Okay, we won't forget. Great, I really appreciate it. Like, I can't believe he just trusted us with 2,000. Oh, I don't know what they call. I forgot what they called them.